Hi Sagittarius, welcome to May. This is Teresa from tarotbyt.com. And before I do your reading, I want to call in some good energy for this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for taking the time out to comment. And also for those who have ordered readings, thank you. I appreciate your support and I've enjoyed working with you all. So let's see what's happening for the month of May. We have a new moon in Taurus on May 15th and a full moon in your sign, Sag, on May 29th. So let's see, what does Sagittarius need to know about love and relationships? What does Sagittarius need to know about love and relationships for the month of May 2018? And anything else important that needs to come up? What does Sag need to know about love and relationships for the month of May? Okay, let's see. The Judgment. The Page of Pentacles. The Star. The Seven of Cups. The Four of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. The Magician. The Four of Wands. The Eight of Swords. And the Ten of Wands. Okay, so the Judgment card in the center, you've really been working on yourself, Sag. With the Judgment card, you're realizing that nothing in your life is going to change unless you take action. Unless you make improvements in the way you deal with life and the way you deal with yourself. Your actions and reactions are what's causing your future. So with the Judgment card, you've had some kind of an awakening. Sometimes this comes up as, it's called the resurrection. It's where you wake up and you see the truth of your life and you decide to make changes. And you've been working on yourself and you're feeling stronger. You may be giving up some bad habits. You may be trying to eat healthier, work, exercise. Whatever the case is, wherever you feel you need to improve, you've been working on it. And you're open. You're open to change and open to learning new things. You've got the Student card here, the Page of Pentacles. So you might be learning new skills even, or being open to the new more than you have in the past. And with the Judgment card, you're also going to be the agent of change in your life. And it is going to pay off. You have this Ace of Pentacles coming up here. You are working toward a dream. You've got the Star. There's something that you have been wanting to achieve for a long time. And with the Star in the reading, you can achieve it. You can reach that goal. So if there's a relationship that you're wanting to manifest in a more stable way, you want more stability, more, if it's because you have the Four of Wands here in your environment, you could be in a relationship that winds up ending in marriage. This is a card of marriage, stability, victory, success. It could also be career success because you have the Ace of Pentacles here. That could sometimes mean a job coming, a new job that pays well, money, new beginnings, new tangible success. The Ace of Pentacles represents tangible success, something that's not just a dream, but it's something that's about to manifest. And you have this in your very near future. So in the past, you may have been stuck in the choices because you have the Seven of Cups in the recent past. So where you're trying to decide, I have all these options. What do I really want? What do I need to focus my energy on? You can't have it all, although as a Sag, you'll try to have it all. You'll try to do it all. But at some point, you've had to make a decision. You've had to stop dreaming and start working toward a goal. You have been working really hard. You see the Ten of Wands here as an outcome card. you're coming to a period where you're going to be able to put down your burdens, where you're going to achieve some measure of success, and you're going to feel like, okay, now I can take some time out to relax a little bit. Because the Four of Swords up here is a card of resting. It's a card of sometimes even healing. So if you've been working too hard and it's affecting your health, maybe you need to take some time out. Maybe you need to take some time out to rest, to heal, to think, you know, about what you're creating and what you want and what you need. So the Four of Swords means that you might be in the middle of acting toward a goal or sorting things out, making decisions, but you may decide to take a little bit of a break, a little time out, just to think about what direction your life is going in and making sure that it's going in the direction you want it to go in. The Magician here, I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is definitely a great card. It's also a time card. It relates to December, January, February. So toward the end of this year, you should start to see the results of all your hard work. You should start to see an opportunity for new beginnings. There could be a job offer coming. There could be money coming in from something that you're working on. Or it could be a time when you experience a new beginning in a relationship. With the Four of Wands here in your environment, you could be thinking about making a commitment. Maybe that's the time when you either you decide to make that commitment or you take that job. You're having a new beginning. Move in together, whatever the story is. You're making your dreams real by the end of the year. You have the Magician here in your negative thinking sector. So this is a reminder that if you want to achieve, you have all the skills you need for success. You just have to visualize a positive outcome. So if you're stuck in worry, you need to banish that. Start visualizing how everything's going to work out. Visualize everything that you want in a positive way. The magic of this card is knowing what you want, having it in a vision in your mind, a clear image in your mind of what you want to achieve or what you want to manifest. And you're channeling that energy to create it in this world, to make it real, which is what this card's about. So again, your environment has the Four of Wands. That's victory, success, stability. This card is kind of interesting because you feel maybe a part of you, because it's in your wish fulfillment sector, a part of you may be afraid that what you want will imprison you in some way. Or you're afraid of moving out of something. You feel trapped. You feel that although you want to achieve all these things, a part of you feels that your options are limited or you're locked into a situation and you can't move out. But that's really just an illusion, because you can walk away from anything that you feel is not serving you. It's only fear that's holding you there. And if it's a case of money, financial issues that are keeping you locked in a place, know that the Ace of Pentacles is coming to the rescue. And soon you're going to be able to put down your burden. And you're going to feel that you've achieved something. But it may not, you know, with the star in the reading, the star does not guarantee overnight success. The star usually talks about future developments, you know, something that you have to work at for a while before you start to see the results. So that's why it's not immediate, and it may not happen in May, but it will happen. You'll start to see some measure of success by the end of the year. So either you have some type of new beginning where new money comes in that allows you to do the things you want to do, or you achieve some kind of closure, some kind of stability, some type of commitment that is going to be, that you'll feel that, okay, I'm on the right path, I am achieving my goal, I'm achieving this dream. And then you won't be so stressed. You won't feel like you have to work so hard, because you'll get your reward. So let's see what's happening with the astrology. The new moon in Taurus is happening in your 6th house. So there, it could be a new development out at work. The 6th house has to do with employment, your day-to-day interactions on the job. But it also has to do with health. So you could be starting a new health regimen, starting to take better care of yourself, in addition to having some new happenings on the job. You have Mars and Pluto in the second house, and they're supporting this new moon. So with Mars in the second house, your expenses may rise. You may have unexpected bills. But Pluto in the second house is transforming your earning ability. It's transforming how you see yourself, the things that you value. Mars was giving you the energy to go after what you want. Mars is giving you the energy to make changes in how you see yourself, to maybe demand what you're worth. Stand up for yourself. Fight for what you believe in. Fight for what you're worth. Jupiter in the 12th is helping you to confront, it may be exaggerating some of your psychological problems, but Jupiter is usually a lucky influence. In the 12th house, the 12th house is the house of hidden enemies, hidden blocks, ways that we sabotage ourselves. And when Jupiter is hidden, so it's like your luck is hidden. It's not visible. Jupiter is your ruling planet. So you have to wait for Jupiter to move out of the 12th and into the 1st. And then you're going to start to see all the good fortune that Jupiter will bring to you. So when Jupiter moves into Sagittarius, that's when you're going to really shine. And that will be at the end of the year into next year. Neptune's in your 4th house. So you're making your home your sanctuary. You might be hanging out at home a lot. Maybe you're feeling, I just need to recharge. I have a lot of stress at work or in my daily life. And so on the weekend or at night, I just want to go home to my sanctuary and just rest and relax. You haven't been really partying as much. With Mars in your 12th house, in your 2nd house, excuse me, it's squaring Uranus at this time. And Uranus is now in your 5th house. So you might be having some conflicts over money with someone that you're involved in. Maybe you feel like you're paying for too much and you need to set some boundaries. Or maybe you're not getting paid enough, But in any case, Mars and Pluto are supportive to this new moon. So whatever you start now, it has the potential to really transform things for the better. So put your energy into what you want to see in the future. Put your energy, if it's about resources, financial resources, start something new that's going to it'll bring in more money. If it's about self-work, like learning how to value yourself, learning, developing your self-esteem, maybe even getting a different job that changes the way that you earn money, the way you create security for yourself. But all those things are favored, especially Capricorn. You may feel like you're working hard for the money, but with Pluto there, you have a lot of power. You're coming into your power. Pluto gives you the power to increase your earnings and to recognize your abilities and come into your own power. Now, the full moon in Sagittarius happens in your 1st house. So by the end of the month, you're going to feel that you've reached a milestone. Something is coming to completion. It's going to be affecting your 1st and 7th house. So that's the relationship axis. So you may be coming to some type of completion in a relationship. Either you decide to have a commitment, take the relationship to the next level, or you may be ending something that's no longer serving you. So it could go either way. It could be a culmination where you cement the relationship. Whatever you're doing, the North Node's in the 9th house, you're on your soul path. And it's trining this full moon. So if you're involved in a relationship, it could be that you're involved with someone from a foreign country or someone of a different culture than you, someone who expands your horizons, who teaches you new things. You could also be forming a partnership where you can be teaching or learning. Some of you might be going back to school or finishing some type of degree. or education, or some type of training. Some of you might be embarking on a partnership that involves teaching, higher education, spirituality. Whatever it is, you're on your path. Now, Mars in your 3rd house, it could affect communication with neighbors, relatives, sisters. You might be arguing, or you could be working hard on some type of communications project. Maybe some internet or web-based form of communication. Because that's where your energy is. Your energy is all about communication. Maybe it's marketing, web design, internet, media, social media. Saturn's in your 2nd house, so you might be having to develop a serious plan for your financial future. Saturn gives you a reality check when it comes to money. So it may restrict things. So like you have to work, you feel like you're working hard for the money when Saturn's in the 2nd house. But at the same time, whatever you're doing, whatever plans you come up with, Saturn is teaching you how to take responsibility, how to create a realistic plan. Venus is in your 8th house, so that can bring support, financial support. It can also bring maybe even intimacy. The 8th house is the house of sex, intimacy, the support you receive from others. So if you're in a marriage or a partnership, maybe your partner is making more money and bringing that in. But Venus opposed Saturn, sometimes that you may feel isolated. Like you feel like no matter what you're trying to do to increase your resources, somehow you keep getting blocked. You're meeting like one roadblock after another. Saturn just wants you to have a realistic plan and work hard, and Saturn will give you a reward when it leaves the 2nd house. So if you do everything that Saturn requires and don't take any shortcuts, you'll get your final reward, your financial reward, at the end of that period. Saturn usually stays in a house about 2.5 years. So Saturn just kind of moved into Capricorn, so you probably have another 1.5 years to go. You're learning lessons about self-worth. Wherever Saturn appears, he's teaching you lessons. So in the 2nd house, he's teaching you lessons of self-worth, money, how you attract abundance. You know, are you getting paid what you're worth? Are you doing the work that you need to do to get what you want? You know, because it's all about taking responsibility, not placing the blame somewhere else, but looking at yourself and saying, okay, where do I need to be more responsible? Where do I need to demand more? Where do I need to be realistic about what I can earn or what I can expect from others? So it's kind of a little bit of a wake-up call, but you're going to do the work. And when you put your burdens down, the money will be waiting for you. The reward will be waiting, because you will have created something solid, something stable. So don't give up. Keep the dream alive, and you'll get there eventually. And be open. Be open to learning new things. Be open to new ways of doing things. This is the student card. Maybe it's also a teaching card. You know, you learn and you teach at the same time. So whatever it is, you're working toward stability, and you're working toward victory. So don't keep yourself locked into something that's limiting, that's restricting your creative self-expression. Break free. Don't be afraid to break out of the prison you've created for yourself, and enjoy life and work toward that goal, work toward that dream, with the vision that you will accomplish it, with the image in your mind that you will achieve success after all the work is done. So that's my forecast for May. I hope this reading was a help to you. If you'd like to get a private reading done, just click on the link that's in the description box, and it'll take you to my website. You can schedule a reading, and we'll be working together. And I look forward to working with you also. So thank you, Sagittarius. Enjoy May. Much success, much support, and less work. Put down the burden every now and then. Take a rest. Take a time out. But you're doing a great job. So I hope you enjoy May. I hope this reading was a help. I will talk to you again next month. Thanks. Bye now.